Well, 1 week after our cash grab investigation, there's still no word from the White House or any of the agencies seizing money inside the nation's airports. Between 2000 and 2016, the federal government seized $1.8 billion from air travelers. And the seizures happened under civil asset forfeiture.
Yeah, those seizures were intended to allow the government to take money it was believed connected to organized crime. And it allows the government to seize property without ever charging the person with a crime. Tonight, Fox 46 Chief Investigator Jody Barr is taking our investigation to the halls of Congress.
This surveillance video shows Ramon Lyons' first stop inside the Raleigh airport last year. It's the one we all make walking into the airport. Lyon had $115,000 in his bag. The TSA scanned the bag and saw it, then took his bag to search it. Lyon says he never considered trying to hide the money.
I mean, I knew they was going to see it, you know, but I didn't think like I said, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong.
But he ended up in front of a Department of Homeland Security investigator inside a Raleigh airport interrogation room. The video shows Lyon's attempts to explain why he had the money and the $115,000 in video machines he was buying for his Raleigh gaming business from a vendor in California.
And it's like, man, I was showing him, you know what I'm saying, all my documentation, the proof that I had of what I was doing, and he just was still set intent on taking the money from me. I guess, like I said, because of my record.
Lyon's criminal history spans decades and includes multiple felony drug convictions. The last convictions happened more than a decade ago.
And I'm like, man, if you look at my record, man, that stuff is like, oh, all that stuff is old.
Lyon says he knew his back was literally against the wall. The agent says he thought Lyon's money was connected to money laundering and drug trafficking. The agent, though, never mentioned he had proof of that, but offered Lyon a deal to avoid an investigation that could have proved the agent's suspicions.
I think there's probably some legitimacy to your claim, but based on just some of these findings, I'm going to seize your money under administrative seizure for Homeland Security, and we're going to give you about 60 days to come up with an appeal. You receive some stuff in the mail, and the U.S. Attorney's Office will be giving you a chance to provide legitimacy for your money. You know, it's just something that feels like there's something more here. You got a last minute purchase on your ticket. You don't have any accommodation. It's just odd. Nothing's wrong with it, but I just feel it's odd. There's an option to avoid all that, not to sound like a used car salesman, but I'm going to give you all your options. You have abandonment forms here as well, and if you choose to forego the seizure of the phones and any investigation, you can walk away from that money. I don't know. Those are all your options. Those are all your options. I'm going to seize the money, but if you want to walk away from a federal investigation that's linked to the money, those are your options. If we do a federal investigation, I'll probably end up figuring out your favorite color, your favorite food. We're looking at your bank account, that kind of investigation.
Lyon signed the form. He believed it was the only way out of that interrogation room.
In order for me to get out of there, you know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm like, well, yeah, when I get out of here, the first thing I'm going to do is call my lawyer because, like, I know this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not right.
The Lyon seizure happened in June 2020, and these seizures are still happening inside airports across the country.
He just took my money, and then 10 minutes later, 5 to 10 minutes later, he's gone. I can't find anyone, and all anything everybody's telling me is to just call that number.
A Charlotte-Mecklenburg police officer acting as a federal agent seized $27,600 from Cody James after he passed through TSA screening in July. James was never charged with the crime, but DHS still has his money.
Did they give you any reason at all? Why
they gave me no reason at all. They gave me no reason at all. It's pathetic.
Federal prosecutors still today have not charged either man with a crime, although the feds accused both of possessing money tied to the drug trade. Those accusations allow the feds to perform these seizures under civil asset forfeiture. DHS data shows in the more than 30,000 airport cash seizures between 2000 and 2016, prosecutors filed a criminal prosecution in less than 10% of those cases.
This is a shocking money grab.
Representative Nancy Mace, a ranking member on the U.S. House Civil Rights Subcommittee, has opened her own investigation into these seizures and what we've uncovered in this video.
These are incidents should not be happening at any level of government, yet they continue to do just that. This is something I believe that is within our oversight that we should look into, investigate, and figure out what's really going on and figure out what kind of reforms are needed.
You definitely trying to make me a deal.
Done this. Nobody from the U.S. Attorney's Office will contact you, and we won't be seizing any type of investigation. It ends when we vote on that.
Meanwhile, the feds continue seizing cash, and the government doesn't have to prove a crime was ever committed.
I got robbed. They just robbed me. That's what's going on.
Well, these seizures happen under the purview of the White House and the executive branch. The White House would not interview with us about these seizures and never responded after we aired this investigation last week. We asked DHS for a follow-up interview and whether the agent in Raleigh followed policy in that interrogation video. DHS has not responded to our questions. We also asked every member of the North and South Carolina congressional delegations for their reaction to our cash grab investigation. But not one of those senators or representatives, other than Congresswoman Nancy Mace from South Carolina, would interview with us. We've seen tremendous public interest in this report. I tweeted this interrogation video last week. It's garnered 1.5 million impressions on Twitter alone, and also got a wow response from Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib of Michigan. Our investigation into civil asset forfeiture is not over. We'll continue digging into these cases and questioning the agencies responsible for these cash grabs. For Fox 46 Investigates, I'm Jody Barr.